Alright, so today we're going to be expanding the gold farm. Don't get me wrong, I love this farm, but it's beginning to feel too slow to me. I want to be able to level up extremely quickly. So, I think we're going to make it 4 times as strong. Just in case there's a creeper waiting up here for me, I'm going to put my armor on. Alright, so we're going to shut this off for right now. And we're going to make 4 more of those modules all facing in towards the center, and then we're going to flush all of them into a kill chamber. So we're going to make some adjustments to this, and we're going to try to make it link up with our storage system already down below, because it just makes sense. I'll just leave that spinning around and make sure everything is looking good down here. I always check my storage system, because sometimes ingots can get through into my auto smelter, see, like that, and then the swords will back up a bit, but they never overflow because I don't AFK for too long. But that's why I want to make this thing a little bit stronger. I've had to do a lot of enchanting I didn't want to do when the game just deleted a whole shulker box, but so we're gonna leave that going for right now, and we're gonna head up top. So the first thing we're gonna do is break these couple blocks right here. Just like that. Then we're going to use our building block, which is going to be quartz for the portal. All these are going to look the same, but then I'm going to do a black stone wall around it for the new kill chamber. So we're going to portal up again. So our obsidian pillar actually needs to be where the kill chamber is right now. So what we're going to do, we're building 4 identical portals just like this. So for right now, these will be temporary. This nether portal is going to have to go just like this. So I'll jump up. That's 1, 2. All I have to do is match it up with this portal. I'll just make them all exactly the same size. Boom. Now we have to bring this out by 14. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that will make this one 15 long. I'm going to have to get rid of this tree as well. I don't have my axe on me, so I'm literally just going to punch it. And I got to sleep real quick. See you in a sec here. And this has to be on the same exact level, which it is. We're going to go like this. This, and then we're going to go like that. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. I am off, ain't I? That never happened. You didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so now that we're here, there's an easier way to do this, by the way. I just didn't think of it because it's the first time I'm doing it in a little bit. Alright, so once all those leaves rot, we can set up the next part, but then we're going to come over to this side. And, fortunately, we're going to have to dismantle the farm a little bit and move them more in. When you do ones like this, you have to move the flame chamber in more, but you can totally do that, and it shortens this walkway, and you just make sure it's all blocked in, and it still works all the same. But it does make the farm a little more like compact looking for that, and then you get less glass and a solid wall going all the way around all 4 chambers. I'm gonna sleep real quick. Alright, we removed the lava source, which which was fairly simple. Then we just go like this, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright. Now we already have this one set up. That one's going to be fine and ready to go. We can shorten it later when we build the wall around it, but first, now we need the observers and the water bucket. Alright, the next step is to put scaffolding on this side with 3 blocks over here. We're going to put some scaffolding over here. Doesn't really matter, just have a good little plank of it because we're going to need it to do this. We're going to put a dispenser right here. We're actually going to, right now, before we even start this, put a bucket of water in here. Then we're going to go like this. The arrow will always face towards you. So we're going to crouch on the scaffolding. Oh, well, I was trying to place it right there. And we're going to jump up here. Remove that one. And we're going to bring the scaffolding out. Maybe one more. Then we are going to face this observer this direction, which will create a redstone clock spitting out the water. Then we're going to light the nether portal. Attempt to light the nether portal until a piglin comes out. Come on. Alright, that's actually really good. We wanted him to drop on that side. So now we have plenty of observers. We're actually going to put an observer right there. And that tells us that the piglin's always going to come out on this side, which means we actually need to move this whole setup, the same exact thing, but to the other side. So we're going to do that real quick. Alright, so after setting it all up on the correct side, the opposite side from where the zombified piglin comes out, we're going to set this up like that. So we have a sticky piston going in there. Then we're going to take off the sticky piston, put on a lever. Oh. We're just going to go like that for right now and shut it off because we don't want water constantly pouring in and out. Go like that so it sucks the water back up. Perfect. Okay, so this side is done for right now. We're going to do the same thing for all the other ones, and I'll see you when we're done with that. We're going to test that one and see which side the zombified piglin's coming out, because that's how we can tell how we're going to build the whole structure. Perfect. So each one of these fell in on this side, which means that we can make this one the outer wall and this one the outer wall. Alright. So here is going to be the dispenser. So we're actually going to bring it down like this too. But we'll actually use quartz for right now. I have quartz. The black stone's for the outer walls. Okay, so we're going to go down 2. So they should pop out and drop down right here. We need to have 2 spaces, so we'll actually bring it out 3 like that. Well, actually, yeah, no, 2 should be fine. So we'll actually bring it down right there, and they shouldn't be able to jump up out of that. So we'll bring it out like that. Right here. Something like that. And bring it out this way, 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we brought this out by 8. We're going to follow this border wall down this way. So now when the water is put, the water source that we have right here and the water source that comes out of there, it should all flow directly into the center, which shouldn't be an issue. And right here, we're gonna have to build the glass wall up to here and make it so that way it's definitely high enough for none of them to get out. And it's always a good idea with these farms, because you definitely don't want them getting out anywhere, just to go something like this, place a block right there, and maybe a block right there, maybe one more right like that, so they can't get out right there. Right, now we're going to place the glass. I think from right here. Something like that. Put some scaffolding down to make this part easier. Now the real question is, yeah, that glass wall should be high enough. So we're just gonna go like this. Should be the fastest way to do it right here. Alright, so we should be able to put this water source back now. Boom, and it'll all flow into there. Oh, 8 blocks from here. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is where the wall is going to need to come to. So we can actually bring this in like that. We didn't actually need to build this out. Just in case we did, though. Might have actually picked the perfect area right here to make this work. So we're gonna go boom, 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 boom. More blackstone. So as you can see, this is what it's gonna end up being like. And where they come down, which on this side is going to be right here, we're going to go like this, bring it out, so 8 from right here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so right there. See you in a second. Now we're gonna go around to any place that we have glass in and have the pushing chamber set up, and we're gonna be putting the water sources back in this corner. Make sure that all the dispensers have one, which they should already all have one. On to the next step. Oh, we know that the glass is gonna be right here, so we're gonna bring the blackstone from that area. I know I have plenty of blackstone, maybe not on me right now, but alright, so the glass will match up with that, and then that is going to match up with the glass, which is perfectly fine. Line it up just like that. Boom, and that's one corner of it done, so they're all going to get flushed into here, and we'll take the dimensions of the room and then we'll figure out how we're going to push them where we want to push them. So we're definitely not going to be able to use the original Trident Killer, but we can probably use the same collection system through chests and hoppers if we really need to. So what we'll do is we'll replace that for right now until we figure out what we want to do. But I do know that I'm going to want to do something like this. Gotta Gotta be careful not to destroy the whole thing, because my shovel's amazing. Okay, doing that should, in theory, get the exact distance that we want, because we want it to be 2 blocks, not 3 blocks. So, going like this. Perfect, that's exactly what we're looking for right there. So this should work out exactly the way we want it to. Now, were any of those made an infinite water source that I can grab from? No, they were not. Alright, we'll go get more then. No. Well, that filled that back up. That actually gave me more water source there. That was hilarious. But I'm not going to do that every time. I'm just going to fill them up. Just like that, and then we should be able to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right there is how far the water would flow naturally, but if we drop it down 1, get it to extend to right there, but we want it to be a 4x4, so we'll make another stair-like thing like this. So like that, we'll extend it another one. We'll just do it like that until we get the distance we want. So we need to extend it by 1 more block. So if we go like this, just get rid of this, and then do 1 more stair like that. This should be perfect to get the water to flow to exactly where we need it. And this will be our kill chamber right here. So then if we put one, no, not like that. Thank you. Let all that drain out real quick. 1 right there, and then 1 right here. We should get a perfect flow all the way to the end of that. So we'll do that right now. If I were to dig out these blocks, yep, alright. So now we go like this, carefully. Alright, so what should happen is no matter where they come from, if they come from this side, they just get pushed directly into the kill chamber. Even if they come out a little bit this way, they didn't hit that and get that. Anywhere that they come out, they will be pushed directly over here, even if it's in this corner. Come down here and get pushed down. So that should be perfect. And we're only going to drop them like 10 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. So this is where the ground of the trident killer should be. And we know that our original chamber should be over this direction, I believe. It's not going to matter because we need to make a way out and a way to build this trident killer right here. Fly back out of here for a second. Alright. So, from the kill chamber, our original spot was over this direction. So if I dig this way, so right here, right over there, so probably like right around here. We're trying to connect it back up to our other system because it's automatically automatically sorted items. Look at that, perfect. So we're at the back side right now of our collection system. So with a little bit of alteration, we're going to be able to take this trident killer and link it up to the automatic item sorter with no problem. Need to pay attention to is, so right below here would be the first one. So we want like 4 spaces. So we're actually going to bring this trident killer floor up by 1, just to make sure I have enough room to run a line of hoppers to my already existing sorting system. So we will add that same layer of bricks down here, not like that. Because the collection system has to be a certain size, and I want it to be able to fit with the one we already have. So then we're gonna place a piston. We're gonna have to bring this out, which means I need some more stone. We'll just go like this because I'm gonna need to get out anyway. Then we'll take that stone and place it right like this. So do what we need to do. So boom, 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 just like that. Redstone torch on the left of each side of the pistons. Then we go observer here. Oh, no. Here. Don't know why the game even placed it up there. I was nowhere near there. This snapshot has been very weird for hitboxes. Like that, I've done this 1,000 times. It never did that before the snapshot, so I have to aim way lower than I used to. Okay, so try to get impaling on it. We don't really care about unbreaking. Hey, perfect. That's exactly what we need. Alright, first try. That's what I like to see. The amount of piglins coming out of this thing are going to be insane, and we want to make sure they're dying quickly. See you back at the gold farm. Alright, so now we need to create the lava trap. But since we need 6 observers, not a lava trap, but the lava source. We need 6 observers. It needs to be 1 block above the obsidian, but have 1 block of space. So we're actually gonna... Okay, sure, game. Somehow I placed it over there while aiming directly at that. But, alright. So we're gonna place an observer in that spot. We're gonna crouch, look at it, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like that. Should be perfect. And this is going to be the place that holds our lava, so we're going to surround it like that. Bad thing about building with quartz is if you have a good pickaxe, it will just absolutely melt right through it. So now that we have that, we can bring this across like this. We're going to break the top scaffolding here, just so we can get back up. We're going to go just like this. Alright. Now we're going to take off the quartz, take out a bucket of lava, put this right here. Not yet. That would have been bad. First you gotta place down the trapdoors to hold the lava in, you know? That would be smart. We're gonna flip them up. Place this lava source down, boom, and it lights the nether portal. Down, and there's one high gap right here that you need to fill in. You don't want any baby piglins able to escape out of this underside right here by the lava. Make sure you're filling that in. Last thing you want is a bunch of baby piglins waiting to kill you on the other side. This one's a little harder because of where it's positioned. Gotta like jump and place blocks. I'm gonna make this look better later, but for right now, this is just to make it functional. Now we're just going to make sure that it's secure on all sides, make sure there's no way for any of them to get out, because that's the last thing we want. And I know I had some extra glass to place. Make sure you don't accidentally land in your own lava. That would be really bad. I think I'm gonna add one extra layer of glass right here, just to make sure. Should be enough. I'm just being extra cautious. Let's get to work. So going up 1, 2, 3, so 28 is where it needs to be. So when we're standing on 28, which is right here, so we're just gonna mark that real quick. I have to go get the chests and the hoppers. So this is the floor. So we need chest, hopper, rail, hopper, minecart. So we need to take this down. That. We'll go like this, then like that. Wait, what? How? Did it go in the chest? It did, didn't it? That's annoying. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, now we surround that in solid blocks, and we'll do a block that we will recognize underneath here so we don't accidentally break it if we're doing anything. Just like that, and then items will get collected in there. Now we have to hook that up to this machine. Like this for right now. We'll figure out our walkways and stuff later. So all we need to do, realistically, is break this chest. I don't have my axe on me. Ooh. So now this should be as easy as just running these hoppers into this hopper. Should honestly be that simple. So we just go crouch, flowing into that hopper. What? Game, you're driving me crazy with that. And that should do it. That should link everything up, but we're gonna test it. Now we need the stair. Dig out some of the stone real quick so we can make way for our redstone that we're gonna need to do. Alright, the problem is a lot of the stuff is going into my hoppers. I mean, it is stone, so it shouldn't hurt any of the filters. I don't think I used stone for them, did I? No, I used glass, so we can go like this. Heading over like this. So what we do is we're going to put a lever right here. We're going to put redstone dust. We're going to have a repeater. So say we turn this on, right? Like I said, this is going to be a very expensive way to do this. Actually, we'll break it right there, put another repeater. I literally brought a whole stack. We just want to make sure that we can carry the signal strength the whole way. Alright, so now what we have to do, since each one of these pistons is powered, which is what's shutting off the machine, we have to bring the redstone up to each lever on all 4 sides, connecting all to one switch down there that you can turn on, and it'll turn on all the portals. But we have to do it quickly because we're going to be spawning a bunch of them, like, immediately. Will this reach, or do I need another repeater in that link? So if I break that, yep, boom, off switch number 1 done. Okay, after all of that, I'm pretty sure we are ready to test it out and see how it goes. We're going to take one more quick overview and see what it's looking like. So we got all of our lava chambers, all of our portals. We're missing a block right there. That's why we take second looks before we try things. I'm pretty sure this block wouldn't make any difference, but we're going to play it safe. We don't want any accidents here. So we're going to go up like that. And the collection system should be all set up, all ready to go with the auto sorting. All the lava sources and triggers should be all hooked. It's ugly still right now, don't judge my aesthetics. This whole area needs to be taken down, but we'll get there. So the idea is, we come over here, break this block. So now, we should theoretically be able to stand right here, flip that switch, turn this off for a second. We should hear all the portals upstairs going. All the piglins start to drop in the water and come down. Now what you're going to do is, since there's going to be a lot of them and they're going to be taking their time, you're going to smack one with a carrot. And that's going to tick every single one of them off. And then we're going to flip this switch with an impaling 5 trident, which should insta-kill them. And be running 4 times as fast as the old cold farm. That's loud. Let me just turn away. But as you can see, it's working great. The trident killer can't even keep up with him. It's so insane. Fair warning. I already knew that was going to happen because last time I built this thing, it was absolutely crazy. And this is with an impaling 5 trident, so we're going to slow this down a bit here. I made it so it didn't spawn more piglins, but at least now we have a constant source of them, and whenever you want you can help the system catch up if you want by doing this. Look at that, that's insane. I don't even think my collection filter system is going to be able to keep up with this. This is going to be crazy. We'll let them stay there for a second. That's going to get us crazy amounts of loot. The problem is none of the swords are being smelted because there's stone in here, which I already knew the stone was going to be in there, but let's check these and see if any of them backed up at all. Nope, none of it backed up. Alright. So we know the farm works. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to have to make this look a lot better, but have a good night.